Hey there, welcome again to my channel. My name is Dapo Ibrahim, and on this channel, you already know we talk about leadership, communication, and networking, and how we can apply those three key skills. Those are like the top-notch skills that can make you expand 10x, 20x, 50x, and how we can expand those three major skills, which is the LCN, the leadership, communication, and networking skill, how we can, apply them to our daily activities. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, if this is your very first time on this channel, welcome. We love having you here. I'm very happy to have you here. And if you are a regular and you're coming back again, thank you for coming back on my channel. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys are amazing. You guys are wonderful. The only reason why this channel is growing is because of you people. And I always have something special for every single one of you. Today, I will be talking about passion and purpose and how we harness these two things to achieve our goals, fulfill our dreams, design our destiny. So, at the end of today's video, I will be reading two poems from my book titled Riveting OAKS. I think you can see it, right? Riveting OAKS. You can actually get a copy. Yeah, right there. You can actually get a copy of this book on Amazon. All right, you could get it on Amazon. See, like that. Okay, better picture. So you can get a copy of this book on Amazon. It's a book on inspirational poetry and affirmation to help nurture your mind towards achieving your goals in life. Okay, I have a whole bunch of inspirational poetry in it. You could check it, you could look it up on Amazon, you could read the reviews on Amazon, and get a copy. A lot of people have given me a lot of positive feedback on the book, and I really appreciate every single one of you, especially those of you that took the time to write it down on Amazon or Goodreads or website like that. I appreciate every single one of you. But if you don't have the book yet, please, this is a new year. I would admonish you to get a copy of this book. Okay, it's a book that I also read from time to time. You could use the poetry to inspire yourself. You could use the affirmation to affirm yourself towards achieving what you have to do. The word affirmation, I actually have everything in the book, and you use affirmation to reprogram your mind into believing that you can actually achieve great things. And this comes very useful if you've been pressed, or you've been depressed, or you've been repressed, or you've been, I don't know, maybe defeated in some part of your personality or your life or your work or business. You always need something to just bring you back. Okay, you need something to bring you back, and set you back on the road towards greatness. And that is what affirmation does. Affirmation makes you believe in things. I believe neurologists have it that if you say something, if you confess something and you say it, you say the same thing consecutively for 21 days, your body begins to believe it, your brain begins to believe it, you begin to work towards it, because you are in this process reprogramming your mindset towards believing everything that you believe that it can do. All right, you're reprogramming your mindset, especially if you've been down in the dirt. You are reprogramming your mindset towards getting back on track and achieving greater things. So that's why affirmation is very powerful. Even in the Bible, I believe that is why the Bible says it is with your mouth that confession is made unto salvation. So it's not an accident. Affirmation is not an accident. You don't have to be a Christian, you don't have to be a Muslim, you don't have to be religious for you to use and believe in the power of affirmation. Affirmation is just something that empowers you regardless of who you are. If you want to do something good, just say it and keep saying it until it becomes part of you. Yeah, that's why affirmation is very necessary. You need to be able to talk yourself. If you've watched a number of videos, you've heard people say things like self-talk. Yeah, self-talk means what you tell yourself. You know, the stories you tell yourself, because we have a way of believing the stories that we tell ourselves, the stories of ourselves that we tell ourselves. That's why if you tell yourself that you're nobody, you will not be anybody. If you tell yourself that you won't be loved, then no one will love you, and you won't even love yourself. And that is why even the Bible says, let the weak say, I am strong. Even though they are weak, the Bible says, let the weak say, I am strong. You understand? Bible says, let the poor say, I am rich. Even though you're poor, say that you are rich. That's the power of affirmation. You can't underestimate it. Now, if you want to go in deep into the power of affirmation, I still have my topic that I'm going to talk about, which is passion and purpose. But this just came by, and I feel like this is a hunch, and I just want to point out there because I believe this is going to help someone out there. If you want to believe in the power of affirmation, don't just say things. Find ways to connect it to a story of your life. You know, look for something that's happened to you. And if it's something that's very bad, just be like, this will never happen again. Okay? And you use it to like move yourself, to drive yourself into doing that which will make things change for you. That'll make good things to resurface for you. Alright? Don't just say it because you have to say it. Say it from the depth of your belly. You know, say it and believe it, and that way it becomes like a flesh and blood and tissue and part of you. You know, every word that we speak becomes flesh. You know, that's why the Bible says, the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word dwelt among men, and the Word became flesh. Words are very powerful. When you say something, you believe it, and when you believe it, it becomes a part of you, and the word becomes flesh. So back to the topic for today: passion and purpose. And like I said, at the end of this, I would exclusively read two poems from this book, Riveting, OAKS. This is my book, and it's on Amazon, and you can get a copy of this book on Amazon, full of inspirational poetry and affirmation. And that was why I actually said some things about affirmation. But passion and purpose. Passion and purpose. I'm going to ask you, what is passion? And what is purpose? If you can answer that question, leave a comment below. And I'll just keep going. The word passion, just the way it sounds, means something you love, right? Passion, you love doing it. And it's ingrained in the word agape. You know, the agape love, which is sacrificially doing something because you enjoy doing it. If you want to give back to something, you need to be able to understand that for you to make something out of your life, you need to be passionate about your life. You need to, the same way, for example, let's look at this now. You're a guy, for example, hypothetically, you're a guy, and you meet this lady, and you get into this lady. The two of you, you know, you become intertwined. You get into each other. You have feelings for each other, and you fall in love with this lady, so to say. And my question is, what is the thing that you will do, and what are the things that you will not do for the woman that you love? You know, I've seen men do a lot of things in the name of love. You know, I've seen a lot of men break rules and their principles just for love. You know, one of my favorite quotes is, and this is from the Game of Thrones, is that love is the death of duty, and duty is the death of love. And there was, when that quote was made in the Game of Thrones, an old wise guy responded and he said, "What is love? Um, what is oh, the quote was that it was something about honor, and the guy said he was a very honorable man. And back in the days, a man of honor would be a guy that would say that he would do something and he would definitely go do it. And an old wise guy asked him, "What is honor compared to the love of a woman?" And I took it to mean that at some point, the love that you have for someone sometimes, and that is if you let it gets to supersede your values and your principle and the beliefs that you have. And that is how powerful love can be. Okay, that's just how powerful. And I'm not saying that's how it should be. I'm just trying to get you to understand how powerful love can be. Love is just you being passionate about something. Now, you've been passionate about someone. You've been passionate about yourself. You've been passionate about your career. You've been passionate about your love. And that's why sometimes some men tend to love their career more than their women, because that's what they're passionate about. Um, some women after getting married, they become more passionate about the children than their husband, because that's what they're passionate about. The goal of this is to just to flesh out and get us to understand what passion is. Okay, and I like the example of a woman falling in love with a child. Now, when a woman loves a man, and this is a very keen example, when a woman loves a man, she becomes very passionate about the man, right? And yeah, they love each other, and she will do anything. Anything includes having his children, because having children involves labor. It's very painful, and that's why it's called labor. She will have his children, right? She will have his children, and the passion is what makes her have the children, because having children, like we established, involve pain. And if you're not passionate about something, you don't go through pain for that thing. Okay, so passion is you being in love with something and being willing to go through pain for that thing. I believe that's why the Bible, in the book of Corinthians, says love is long suffering. Long suffering, not just suffering, but long suffering. And that's what passion is. You're willing to go through pain for this thing. And it's very mandatory for every single one of us at some point of our life to find this thing that we're passionate about. It could be having a family. It could be starting a business. It could be your career. It could be just it could be your lifetime project of maybe writing a book. It could be anything. But you need to find that thing that you're passionate about, because that is what you love doing, and you have to put yourself in a position whereby you find it and you do it for the rest of your life. And that is why I believe there's a quote that says, if you do what you love, you will never have to work for the rest of your life. Every time people come out and they say they are stressed, or things are just not working out right for them, or whatever, or they're depressed, it's because they are doing things they don't love. Now, that is passion. You gotta find that thing and do it because you love it. Okay? And purpose. Purpose is, why are you here? Why are you here in this world? What are you here to do? How long are you willing to do it for? Where are you supposed to do this thing? I mean, who are you doing it for? And that is purpose. Purpose is you finding what you love doing and doing it for people. Okay, so when you do what you love, that's passion. But when you do what you love for someone else, that is purpose. So purpose is born out of service to other people, to humanity. So passion and purpose goes hand in hand, because now you do what you love, you're doing it for people, and doing what you love means you don't have to work for the rest of your life because you enjoy doing this. You know, you're not forced to do it. You're not being called on to do it. You just wake up and you just jump right into it because you're passionate. You're passionate about it. So that is passion, and purpose is when you do it for someone else. All right. Um, and that is something that's very profound. That is something that I see that's missing, because a lot of people, and for you to understand your passion and your purpose, you need to know exactly what it is that you want to do. It's very important, because if you don't know it, it's you just working, and you don't want to be working. You want to be passionate about what you do. So you need to know exactly what it is that you want to do, and then you can start doing it for people. And that way you are being passionate and you're being purposeful in life. And once you have those two things intertwined, working hand in hand, you start living a fulfilling life. You start going towards the path of your destiny, so to say. So you need to understand those two things, passion and purpose. Being passionate, like I said, might involve pain, because the Bible says love is long suffering, love is patient, love is kind, love tolerates, love does a lot of things. If you read the book of Corinthians, you will understand love. You understand love the evangelical way. So identify those things that you are passionate about and begin to do it, for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for people around you. So you identify your passion and your purpose. And I will go into reading this. Actually, I would read, the first thing I'll be reading is titled Do It With Passion, from my book, Riveting OAKS. And once again, if you don't have it, please get a copy of this book. It is very inspirational, very eye-opening, very insightful, very powerful. So, do it with passion. Your passion for what you do is what will distinguish you. Passion requires repetition. Repetition is the mother of obsession. Passion will make you diligent in all you do. It will make you discipline yourself in all you do. You will become fresh as the June rose. Your endeavors become effortless and not imposed. As you sleep in one of those sweet dreams, fraternally swimming in those ocean rims, and your calling becomes to serve mankind, then do it with passion. There's a bond we create when we share our thoughts with the ones we love. The passion excites us. The passion ignites a fire within us. That passion makes us walk through life's fiery furnace with songs in our hearts for the ones we love. And the greatest part of that song is that nothing about it feels wrong. If your duty is to collect dry leaves from the tops of the four trees to make the environment clean and beautiful, you should do it with a little more passion. If you create life through art, if you sing to yourself or to billions, if you indulge in culinary combinations, do it with all the passion inside you. Like the great Mahatma Gandhi, your life is a message. You're here to restore hope in humanity. Live your life with passion. Where there's passion, there is life. Where there is life, there is hope. Where there is hope, there is freedom. Where there is freedom, there is creation. Where there is creation, there is progress. Where there is progress, there is happiness. Where there is happiness, there is purpose. And where there is purpose, there is passion. So it all begins and ends with passion. Doing things with passion is what makes you different. Let your passion for humanity guide you. Let it help you find your life's purpose. With Hall spoke through humanity's joy. If all you want to do is show the human race how much you care about it, then I'll suggest you do it with passion. Poems titled Do It With Passion, written by Dapo Ibrahim, and you can find lots of inspirational poems like that from my book titled Riveting OAKS. The second one I'll be reading today is Purpose. The second poem is titled Purpose, the unquestionable reason we exist. That quest that shapes up everything didn't just start shaping everything. We realized that when we were born, we knew nothing much. We had little or no sense of direction. We knew life happens. We realized events occur. There are things we can't control. Some were completely out of our control. The beats of everything beats us to everything. But we keep learning from those tiny bits. What we lack in one form of existence was made up for in different regards. As we come to realize everyone is gifted, it becomes clear that we all have varying tasks to fulfill. Our souls were disjointed by every occurrence, but as we concentrate more and more on why we exist, we sense the feeling that all of humanity is indeed connected. And we owe our soulful existence to one another. So, when not connected, searched for its own happiness, pursued its own ambition, experienced its own emotion, until it came back to itself, until it came back to the body, until it came back to you. Your soul was given the body of a human being for a thing called purpose, the reason for your existence. How many times have you shed those tears and thought it was in vain? How many times have you suffered those innumerable pains that forged your present? The walk, the cry, the thinking, the suffering, the grains, the strains, the brains, the pains, the meaning to walk, to will the way. You hold dear to you what's not, and shame. What's what? Absolutely no meaning, for meaning is meaningless. Just as what's meaningless can be meaningful. Don't be alive to merely scratch the surface. Dig deeper. As you go on through life, you find out the truth. Cluelessness is only for the youth. You start to wonder, as you grow older, what's the essence of the gift God bestowed on you? Is it just to live happily? To smile through the pain? Or is it to make someone else feel more alive and to get them through their moments of strain? The gift I'm carrying is meant to fulfill something in your life, and so is the gift you're nursing inside you. It's meant to fulfill something in mine. It's time to stop delaying the process and start fulfilling the reason for existence. For this, I strongly believe, is the unquestionable the unquestionable reason for our existence. You can find that in this book, Riveting OAKS, and you can buy your copy from Amazon. I would leave a link to get a copy below. But that's it. Purpose and passion. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, because I'll be reading more from my book, and I'll be sharing more messages with you guys, because I love and I appreciate every single one of you. I learn from people learn from me, and that's just the way we should all be. Yeah, thank you so much again, and click the like button, click the subscribe button, and click the bell button, because that would really help me, and that will help in expanding this channel. That will let YouTube know that you value my content, and they will bring more of my videos to you guys. So yeah, thank you everyone for your attention, and thank you for staying in tune with my channel. See you in the next video. Peace.